Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southport. We are on the penultimate game of the season. We are going to be up against Chelmsford, who find themselves literally second bottom in the table. 40 points they've got all season, 10 wins, 10 draws, 24 defeats. We, as I'm sure you're aware, and if you're not aware, this is going to come as a big surprise to you, currently sat top of the table, 26 wins, 12 draws, only 6 defeats. If we can beat Chelmsford today, we are all but guaranteed to become champions. I say all but guaranteed. The only team that will be able to catch us will potentially be Barnet, but they will also need to turn around a potential 10 plus goal difference. So yeah, they need to do some business. We obviously need to lose to both Chelmsford and Wrexham. What am I talking about? We don't need to lose to Chelmsford and Wrexham. We can beat Chelmsford and still lose against Wrexham, and we will still be champions, in theory. A defeat against Chelmsford could see Barnet catch up on terms of points, but it's still in our hands when we then have to play Wrexham later on in today's episode. So expect a big, long episode, unless we just destroy Chelmsford, and then we'll just probably see highlights of the Wrexham game. It gets even better as well. Chelmsford, woeful form. They've lost 4 of their last 5, losing 4-1 to Stockport, 1-0 to Aldershot, 3-2 to Hartlepool, and 3-1 against Harrogate. A 0-0 draw in the middle there against Boreham Wood. Obviously, the big one that we're keeping an eye on is Barnet versus Aldershot. That is a banana skin if I've ever seen one. So, if Barnet don't win there, and we pick up 3 points, we are champions. Surely that's how maths works, right? So we just need to go and beat Chelmsford, do the business, hope results go our way elsewhere, and then we'll be champions. 2 promotions in 2 successive seasons. What more can you ask for? The starting lineup we will be going for then. In goal will be Brad Watkins. A back 3 of Sams, Big Dave and Saul Shotton. Harry Woodward and Bradley Bowers will be the 2 wingbacks. Jack Bridge comes in for Brad Walker because Brad Walker hasn't been very good in the last few matches. He's going to be playing alongside New Zealand international Clayton Lewis. Aaron Sibia keeps his place as that attacking midfielder. I believe, ignore the players that are on trial, I've just been bringing some people in. I believe, what's his name? I've already forgotten his name. There we go, Stan, that guy. He's still currently out injured. He will be back hopefully in time for the final game of the season, but Aaron Sibia is going to be playing today. George Newell and Raul Correa will be the strikers for this match. Cameron Archer is on the bench as ever. I say as ever, he's normally starting. But Cameron Archer, if we have a quick look at Cameron Archer, he's not been doing so hot, has he? He's not been doing so well, so he's starting a game once again on the bench. He's probably not going to come on as an attacking midfielder, though, in this match. I've realised I've literally said that with no attacking midfielder options on the bench, so yeah, he might be coming on as an attacking midfielder at some point. Chelmsford then playing a 4-4-2. I recognise a man's name on there. It's Chris Whelpdale. It is Chris Whelpdale, formerly of Bolton? No? Peterborough, Gillingham, Stevenage, and AFC Wimbledon. Okay. Why did I think he used to play for Bolton? I don't know. Anyway, Chris Whelpdale's there. He's 35. Or 34, sorry. He's not great, is he? Chelmsford obviously not on a good run of form, so if we just win the game. That's all we need to do, is win the bloody game, and we're going to be champions. Pretty much champions. And obviously keeping an eye on the matches elsewhere, Barnet versus Aldershot being the only one that we really care about at the moment. Woodward collects the ball 2 minutes and 20 seconds, on the clock. Woodward gets tackled but still retains possession. Bridge in the middle. Devontae Aaron Sibia goes for goal from outside the area, hits it over the bar. First highlight goes to Southport. I'm loving the match stats. Absolutely loving the match stats. Although, am I? Chelmsford with a corner. Chelmsford with an effort on goal. But it is over the bar. We are still drawing 0-0. I think Barnet and Aldershot also might still be 0-0. Have just seen Yorker also on 88 points. We do need to get a victory here. I don't want to go to the final game of the season. 7 minutes to play of the first half. We have a throw. It is Bradley Bowers to Raul Correa. Bowers in the middle. Bridge. Loads and loads of space. And what a finish that is from Jack Bridge. On the volley from 30 yards out, in off the base of the post. That might actually be goal of the season for us as well. We're 1-0 up against Chelmsford. We have one hand on the cup. I say cup, the league title. What a finish. That's a cracking goal. That is what Walker has been missing. Walker's normally the one doing that. Hasn't done it in a while. Bridge has stepped up and done the business. Half time then, we are 1-0 up. We are all over them. It's very unlikely that we're going to be losing this one. Barnet have missed a penalty as well against Aldershot. If everything stays this way, we are champions if I'm not mistaken. I think we're definitely champions if everything stays exactly as is. If Barnet score, we have to go to Wrexham. No changes then for us at half time. I'm hoping we can get a second goal. because I'm concerned that they might be able to sneak an equaliser. I don't know how we're not winning this by more, to be honest. 12 shots and only 3 on target. They must be coming from like well outside the area. We're going to do Correa off. Cameron Archer is going to come on. This is where Cameron Archer probably scores 4. Woodward, that's our problem. Our main assist provider, which weirdly is our right wing back, has kind of stopped. We're going to do Scarlett on, which is a risk because Mikael Scarlett, despite the fact he is our most expensive player ever, I assume, hasn't been particularly great for us. It still looks like it's 0-0 elsewhere. York have gone up into second place, which means Aldershot are actually winning. Oh my word. Okay, don't score, please. Don't score, Chelmsford, right now. Aldershot have taken the lead. Ethan Chislett with the goal. Chelmsford crossed the ball in. They put it in the bottom corner. Chris Taylor's put it in the bottom corner. This is not what we want to happen. Don't be doing this to us. Do not be doing this to us. We've got literally 10 minutes to play. We need to get that winner. Because right now, is it guaranteed? I don't know whether it's guaranteed. York could go on to 88 points. So they still, Barnet have equalised as well. We need a winner. We're not going to get the winner. That's an awful result, if I'm honest. On paper, 22 shots, 4 on target. Who had all the shots? 8 shots from Jack Bridge, 5 from Clayton Lewis. Aaron Sibia had that 1 highlight. Correa had 3, none on target. Archer had 2, none on target. Where were these shots coming from? Anyway, we've drawn 1-1. I'm going to give him an angry team talk because we could have won the league. We could have won the league today. I think we still technically kind of have, haven't we? Our goal difference is massively superior to second place Barnet. But still, I would like to have won it outright now. Instead, we're going to have to go and play bloody Wrexham and maybe lose that one as well. So elsewhere then, Barnet did draw 1-1 then with Aldershot, which means there are 2 teams currently sat on 88 points. Both of them have a massively insignificant goal difference. So 10 goal swing Barnet would need, and York would need a 12 goal swing. So it means playing against Wrexham, we can still technically lose the title. If we lose like 4-0 and Barnet wins 6-0, we can still drop down into second place. I'm hoping that's not going to happen. Right, we are a day before the Wrexham game, and we're going to do our team meeting. I didn't do one before the Chelmsford game. I don't know why, I just completely forgot to do it. So we're going to do it now then against Wrexham. While I'm surprised we haven't secured it in advance of the final day of the season, no, I don't think that's good. We weren't expected to be in the title hunt this season, so don't be too disappointed. Don't say that. All we need is a point. Passionately, all we need is a point from our final game to become champions. Just play your normal game, and don't allow yourselves to get caught up in the occasion. Good! People listened. I was expecting people to just throw the toys out of the pram like Saul Shotton has done. Admittedly, he has just said, I don't agree with treating this like any other game. That's fine. That is exactly the sort of reaction. Saul Shotton probably isn't playing then. Here we go then. Final game of the season. We have played Wrexham once already this season, and by the looks of it, we didn't win. I can't remember what the result was, but yeah, we did not beat Wrexham last time we played them. The big match, or matches should I say, that we need to keep an eye out for. Ebbsfleet versus Barnet. Barnet away from home. York versus Hartlepool, which is a tough game for York, but York are at home in this one. All we need to do, even if we lose, just don't lose badly. If we're going to lose 1-0. That will be fine. That should be enough. The starting lineup then for the final game of the season. Obviously, if we don't actually win the league, there will be more, but we're going to win the league. Don't worry, I've got this in the bag. In goal will be Brad Watkins, a back 3 of Sams, Ollie Denham and Big Dave. I was saying that Saul Shotton's going to get dropped, and he is getting dropped. Basically, I don't want any negativity in this starting 11. Harry Woodward and Joel Whittingham will be the 2 wing-backs. Who is Joel Whittingham, you might be asking? Joel is this lad. He's a 21-year-old former Wolves player who I don't know whether I signed him or not. I couldn't have done. Surely, I don't know. But yes, Joel Whittingham, he's played once, come off the bench. He is a very fast left-back. And his crossing of 9, dribbling of 11 is actually pretty good. We're going to give him a chance in the final game of the season, because what's the worst that can happen? The 2 midfielders in the middle will be Jack Bridge and Clayton Lewis. Stan Flaherty comes in for Devontae Aaron-Sibia. Flaherty can play the full match, apparently, so we will keep an eye on him, just in case he starts to lose a little bit of his energy. Cameron Archer and Raul Correa will be the strikers today. On the bench, Aaron-Sibia, Shotton, Sam Corn, Georgie Newell and Bradley Bowers. George Newell should be playing, shouldn't he? George Newell should be playing. We're doing it. George Newell loves a goal when it means the most, so George Newell is playing in this one. Kind of feel bad for Raul Correa. There was literally a news article saying that Raul Correa could win the Conference National Player of the Season, and we've dropped him for the final game. It's fine. He's still going to win it. I'm assuming this is a sellout. you'd expect this is going to be a sellout. It certainly looks like a sellout because we should be winning the league in this match. 8 minutes on the clock, and there's a free kick for Wrexham. Hold on, don't be doing this. Deacon steps up with a free kick straight towards Watkins. Bridge can get the ball clear. Whittaker collects it though for Wrexham. Tom Sams just lumps it upfield. 15 minutes in. Elsewhere, Barnet and York look like they are still drawing. We're obviously drawing here. So far, so good, kind of. Well, for the final game of the season, this is the least exciting I've ever seen, I say ever, in a very long time. Leighton with the ball in his hands. Barnet have taken the lead against Ebbsfleet, so Barnet will now potentially equalise us on points if we lose. Stan Flaherty plays it back to Big Dave, playing slightly out of position for Big Dave. Archer to Georgie Newell. It's almost gone in from Georgie Newell. Leighton collects the ball. It trickled into the post. Throw for Wrexham. It is Copping. Back to the throw taker. Crosses it in towards the middle. Denham gets it clear. Not far enough though. Woodward eventually gets the ball clear. Only as far as Copping, who can run down that right hand side. Cross in once again. Sams clears it. Whittaker collects though for Wrexham. Back to Malley. Now Bootroyd. Forward to Whittingham. Into the middle. Watkins has collected it just before Redmond gets there. So was that the highlight? Because it didn't seem like there was a real shot at the end of that. Archer's going to get on the end of it. No, he's not. Doesn't even bother trying. Copping again. They are doing all of their business down that right-hand side, aren't they? Which is the side where we're playing a child who isn't very good at football at the moment. Denham heads forward to Bridge. In the centre circle. We need Woodward to make that run. Instead, plays it back to Woodward. Georgie Newell controls it. In the middle to Stan Flaherty. Bridge once again rolls it past his man. Newell. It wasn't Newell at all. It's an effort. It's over the bar. Barnet 2-0 up. It's not looking good. We need to do something. Half-time, it is 0-0. Okay. I mean, if it stays this way, we're champions. That's all that matters. If it stays this way, we are champions. But I want to go through celebrating. I want to win the final game of the season to win the league. I don't want to have to rely on everyone else not doing quite as good as us. I'm going to give them an assertive. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Final game of the season. I'm not happy. We're going to bring off Whittingham because he is starting to get exploited a little bit, I think, down that side. Archer and Newell, 6.4, 6.6. Flaherty on a 6.5 as well. That's where our problems are. Our strikers have just kind of stopped turning up. Throw for Wrexham on the halfway line. Barnet now 3-0 up. This is not good because Barnet are doing their damnedest to try and turn around that goal difference. Bowers heads forward to Cameron Archer. Plays it back to Big Dave, the former Southampton youngster. Plays it all the way back to Ollie Watkins? Who's Ollie Watkins? Brad Watkins in the goal. Slowly walked forward, plays it on the ground, finds Tom Sams. Sams has got Woodward in front. Why are we passing it backwards? We're playing Gegenpress. This is Gegenpress. This is not tiki-taka. This is Gegenpress football, and we're passing it around. Archer collects it. Now Bradley Bowers, the half-time sub. Big Dave once again. This is a goal. There's a goal for Wrexham here. Flaherty finds Woodward on the right-hand side. Or maybe a goal for us. I'd take a goal for us. Crosses in. Back post is Bowers on the volley. It's hit the outside of the post. Why did Bowers shoot that? I'm going to shout at them. I'm going to demand more. We're playing pretty badly. A 6.3 for Sams, a 6.4 for Flaherty. It's time to do some subs. It is Sams off for Shotton. Flaherty also off. Devontae Aaron Sibia is coming on. I then need to rearrange these guys because I think that's the order that they normally play in. I just want a goal. I just want a goal in this one. That's all I'm after. Shotton, the throw. Finds Archer back to Saul Shotton. He can dink it forward. Cameron Archer collects it. Tries to cross it in. Doesn't manage it. And now Declan Dax can run forward for Wrexham. Over the halfway line. Bolarinwa, maybe. Possibly could be his name. Not sure. Across. Jackson doesn't get there. Harry Woodward does. This is potentially Woodward's final game for us as well. Archer collects it. He's got Georgie Newell in the middle. The only one there. Aaron Sibby is there. Woodward on the volley. And Harry, mother flippin' Woodward, has put us 1-0 up. He is going to win us the league. Harry Woodward literally is winning us the league. Archer's scoring all the goals, usually, apart from this one, obviously. Harry Woodward has like 13 assists, which is insane. We are 1-0 up against Wrexham on the final game of the season. If it stays this way, we are champions, and we are champions somewhat comfortably. 3 points clear. Woodward with a throw a couple of minutes after the goal. Newell back to Woodward. Crosses in. It's not finding Archer. Lewis collects it instead. He's going backwards. Now Bradley Bowers. Lewis once again. This is probably Lewis's last game for Southport as well. Possibly even in England, because I don't think he's going to get a work permit. Lewis forward to Bowers on that left-hand side. 2 in the box. Tries to cross it in. Can't manage it. And now Redmond can break for Wrexham. We've got 15 minutes to play to ideally not throw this away. Keeps going. Goes for a long-range effort. Hits it well wide of the post. final 10 minutes. Hold on, we've got a corner. Was just about to do a shout. It's not the best of corner. Pearson gets it clear. Saul Shotton is going to collect it for us, though. Back into the middle, finds Ollie Denham. The two central defenders extremely far up the pitch following the corner. Shotton to Bridge, who's taken a big old knock by the looks of it. Woodward, where is he going to go? Denham on that right-hand side. The central defender playing on cover is a wing-back at that point, or even a winger at that point. Instead, Wrexham have got the ball clear. Whittaker in the centre circle, kicks into Denham, but keeps hold of the ball, keeps going forward, goes for goal. Watkins can easily hold on to that. We've got 8 minutes of normal time to play, and that's the end of that highlight. Woodward with a free kick, 2 minutes to play, towards the back post. It goes all the way through. It's a weird curling effort, apparently, because it's made its way backwards. Aaron Sibia collects it from Newell, plays it back to Lewis. Where is Lewis going to go? Bowers, who hasn't had the best of times since coming off the bench. That's gone all the way back to Watkins, fair enough. Brad Watkins puts it onto his left foot and kicks it upfield. And once again, Wrexham have the ball, though. Wrexham do not deserve to lose this game, in my opinion. They have actually done a very good job. Deckel Dax collects it. That's a good name. I like Deckel Dax. Keeps going down the right, crosses in. Whittaker chests it down or heads it down to Grant, hits the post. Big Dave can get behind that and clear the ball. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. The whistle is going to go. We are champions of the Vanarama National League. We are a Football League team in 2 seasons. 2 flipping seasons. We are a Football League team, and we're even celebrating a trophy this time. Harry Woodward is the man of the hour with the only goal of the game, the only player really, other than Big Dave, that put in a bit of a shift in this final game of the season, getting the only goal. We are champions. Also, this is pretty impressive. By avoiding defeat, Southport are now unbeaten in 18 matches. 18 matches. That's ridiculous. I didn't even know it was that long. Passionately, well done, lads. Congratulations. What do we say? What we got today? No, what? I don't know what to say. Well done, lads. You've sealed it. You've sealed it. You've done it. Good job. So ultimately, it was irrelevant what happened elsewhere, but Barnet did win their match 3-0. So they did a bloody good job of trying to close down the goal difference. York looked like they actually drew their game. Where are York? Down the bottom. They did. They drew 0-0. Nice and exciting match there. So we don't have to go through the absolute shambolic calamity that is the playoffs. We're going straight up into League 2. The hard part is done. In my opinion, getting into league football is the difficult part of one of these types of saves. We're now in League 2. Couple of years in League 2, up to League 1. Couple of years in League 1, up to the Championship. Couple of years in the Championship, up to the Premiership. Couple of years in the Premier League, then we'll be champions. Simple. 10 years' time, we'll be champions of England and Europe and the world, all of them. Well, the good news is the board have given us an increased wage budget, which is always handy, because I'm not going to lie, I've already done some transfers expecting us to get promoted, so we're spending more money, definitely spending more money, so hopefully next year, the biggest concern for me, to be honest, it's not getting relegated, it's going into administration. I'd like some money to just turn up at our team would be nice. Oh, I always like this bit of news. The Vanarama National Medals. So, all of these players pick up a medal. A couple of players, I feel bad now, because I played Whittingham in the final game of the season. He didn't get a medal. Didn't get a medal at all. So, of the players who didn't play a huge amount, it was Rio Glean, Gideon Adu Prepper, and that was it. I mean, Aaron Sibia played a hell of a lot of matches off the bench, 21. But, yeah, there you go. There's a list of players who managed to pick up a medal. And also, Woodward shines. Now, I really want to sign Woodward. He is out of contract at the end of the season with Aldershot. I want to sign Woodward. He has been amazing for us for the last 2 years. 7.33 with 12 assists, 2 goals. Last year, 7.13 with 15 assists. I don't know whether he's going to cut it in the next league up. You're going to have to wait and see to see whether I can actually sign him for next season. This is going to be an extra long episode because what we're going to do now is we're going to go forward, see the end of season awards as well, and see that Cameron Archer wins everything. Or maybe Raul Correa. Or maybe Harry Woodward. Could be anyone. Here we go then. Overall, best 11. It's starting to look a little bit more like the team we've played this season, hasn't it? So the only real players in there now in the starting 11 is Michael Parker and Ryan Astles, who I believe both of them might be off at the end of the season. So Saul Shotton has made it in there. Bridge, Morgan actually is off at the end of the season. I've already agreed to transfer for him. Flatty's made it in there. Correa and Archer also in there as well. Fans Player of the Year then, Cameron Archer with 36%. Correa, very close second with 32%. And George Newell in third place with 22%. If we could just get a formation that played 3 strikers, I'd just play those 3. because they will score goals for fun. Brad Walker, goal of the season against Notts County. It's a Cameron Archer signing of the season. Harry Woodward, young player of the season. That's starting 11. You can probably list it if you've been watching all the episodes. Having a look at the stats then, it's going to be dominated by 2 players, isn't it? Cameron Archer, most goals, most man of the match awards, also most red cards along with Morgan Boys. It is Harry Woodward with most assists and highest match rating. Clayton Lewis, the central midfielder, with a decent amount of passes as well, and also a decent amount of yellow cards apparently. I'll tell you now, this Brad Walker goal was a screamer from about 35 yards. This is all of his goals were screamers from 35 yards. So, yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those. Not quite sure why there was a big red bar at the bottom. Aaron Sibia to Walker, runs forward, goes for goal from a very, very long way out, puts it into the top corner. I was right. Season review then, obviously, we won the league. We kind of didn't do great in any other competition, but we won the league, and that's all that really matters. Our average attendance was pretty small. 31% of our capacity, 1,885 people, and that is all. I'm hoping in League 2 we start to get maybe 4,000 people in every match. I don't know whether our stadium can even cope with that. I'm not quite sure. Club vision and expectations then for next season. We'll be competing in 2 competitions, League 2 and the FA Cup. And the League Cup? Surely we have to be in the League Cup. We're actually in the league now. In terms of what they want us to do, don't get relegated. That's pretty much it. Actually, it's not even don't get relegated. It's just fight bravely. It's try not to get relegated. If you go down, we go down. That's good. I'm happy with that. Now, squad dynamics is something that I don't often show. We haven't had a team leader for 2 years now. We haven't had a single team leader, or I'm hoping, as you can see, Raul Correa, George and Yule are in there as highly influential players, Clayton Lewis as well. I'm hoping they can kind of make the move up, although Clayton Lewis isn't going to be here next year. So maybe George Newell and Correa can become team leaders. That would be good, because I think we need some. I hate doing these end of season team talks when you've been promoted with a team that didn't really have the strength to get promoted, because whatever I say is going to ruin something. So I'm thinking I don't even know. This one, sure, I've been really encouraged by the way you've all taken to our attempt to implement our style of play, and I think we can take it a step further. So it's not even saying about relegation or anything. What do they think? Okay, fine. I wasn't expecting. I'll just walk away. We've won the league, lads. Don't care. Right, that is going to do it then for this episode. Next episode, I don't know when it's going to be. Normally, I would try and go straight into the next season, but it depends on when I can get round to record things. So yeah, next episode, it might start on the Monday next week. I don't know, you'll have to wait and see. But thank you very much for watching this episode, this extremely long episode. And thank you very much. If you did enjoy this episode, do remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you next time, where we are champions of the Vanarama National. We are a league football team, and we are massively in debt. So something needs to happen next season to try and claw out of that £600,000 hole that I put ourselves in.